so a lot of this book is really just about going for it, not worrying about what people think, and just doing what you want to do. Just going for it. Stop making excuses of why you can't do something, or why this can't happen, or what's going to happen if you don't do it, or if you don't succeed, and flip it around and make it positive. And like, what would you feel like if you didn't go for that? So if I look at my health journey and think, okay, had I given to fear and thought, okay, I've tried all these other plans, done all these other diets, and nothing's worked, I've exercised my butt off and nothing has changed, and I could have let that stop me. I could have said, well, I think it costs too much money. I don't think I'm worth spending the money for, which is really what you're saying when you say it costs too much. Because if your iPhone broke, you'd go find a way to get a new iPhone without even thinking about it. If your kids got hurt and you had to take them to the hospital, you wouldn't think anything about it. You'd go and you would spend the money that you need to get your kid taken care of. You wouldn't just let them be hurt lying on the side of the road. There's things that we have choices and things that we want to make. And so one of the things that I have really learned is that we can come up with excuses or things that we use as we really do think that they are legitimate reasons. Like, so the money thing is a big thing. So whenever you want to do something, a lot of times you need to invest in something. You might need to buy a book or start a program or, buy a laptop for a job or whatever it is, something that is in front of you. And we'll use that as an excuse, and I really call it an excuse because I think a lot of the times, like I said, you would find if you really have a will, you'll find a way. So maybe it means giving up something else that you enjoy for something that you really want. But you have to be in that point. You have to be in that point of being ready to be able to want to sacrifice what could be coming at you and just choose to do whatever it is and not worry about that. I think we spend so much time worrying about consequences and things that could happen, and a lot of times we'll get through something and none of those things even happen. None of those things even come to fruition. They just go through and we make it way bigger than it's going to be and make up all these excuses and reasons that it wasn't going to work, and we get done through the end, the other side. We feel better for it. We've achieved something. We've grown from it, and the sacrifice really wasn't that bad, if it was even a sacrifice at all. So I feel like with my health journey I did that, but then also with my coaching. So anyone that's known me knows I'm not a super outgoing type of person. I like to be around people. I love being invited to parties, and I'm like the true introvert extrovert where I really, really enjoy being around the people, but don't make me talk in front of them. Or please invite me to your party, but I probably will stand over in the corner and just listen. Just those kind of things. So to go from where I was there to where I am now is huge. Recently I've been taking a class about leadership, and we had to do our strength finders. And so through those strength finders, I think I talked about this once on another live, I really was starting to look at what are the things that, what are my top strengths, and one of it was restorative. And restorative to me, I was like, I don't even understand what that word is, what that means. But really it is someone that really wants to go for it. Someone that will have a goal, have a dream, and really want to push for that, go toward it. And I am definitely that person. I want to be someone that just is like, you got this, you can do this, and push forward. But I don't think I used to always be that person for myself. I could tell everybody else to do that, like an encouraging person, you've got this, you can do that, but never believed it for myself. And I thought, well, why not? Why am I not believing things for myself? And then the second one is empathy. And I think that because empathy is so high on my strengths, I want to empathize with those things that are coming in front of you that might be your excuses, right? I want to understand, I want to empathize with you that things are hard, that money is tight. And believe me, I've lived in those parts of my life where, I counted $50 and think, okay, how am I going to do groceries for the next couple of weeks? And so I've been there. But if I look back to it and look at the opportunities I have now, and had that been brought in front of me then, I'm not sure if I would have said yes, but I sure wish that it was brought to me so I had that choice. One thing I really enjoy about coaching is that, like I get to be in people's spaces and help them overcome these objections and fears and things that come in front of them. And because I've contended with that for so long, because I've put myself low on the totem pole, told myself I couldn't do it, that it wasn't good enough. I mean, I still do that, but now I'm learning how to rise above that a little bit more and learning to what we call elevate my frequency. So like, I'm no longer sitting in that desperation of, oh, woe is me, I'm never gonna make it. It's good for them, but not for me. Those people will be successful, but I'm just little on me, I'm never gonna make it. And I will find myself going into that, again, in that road of comparison and think, oh, well, if I was just more outgoing, or if I could just hold a conversation with just everybody, then people would just love me and then gravitate towards me and they'd all want to know what I was doing because I'm just so much fun. And I am fun, but I'm not that kind of person, but I'm not expected to be that person. You know, I'm expected, God designed me exactly how I'm supposed to be, but I want to make sure that I'm using the strengths that He's given me to help others. And so through the coaching, through my health journey, the health journey got me healthy, right? Got me the energy, the confidence to feel better in who I am. And I'm still working on my health. Like, I have a little bit more weight I want to lose to be able to get into a healthy BMI and know that I feel good about myself. And that's okay. That's good, because we're always contending for our health. But I had 3 years of time working on my health journey, but working on my mindset, working on growth and making an impact in my life and those around me. I get to go on trainings that I love. I get poured into. I get to listen to other people's stories and what they've overcome and how they have moved forward, and the love and compassion and everything that they have for everybody. So when I put posts like this, when I share things on my timeline about a success story of a weight loss, or I talk about something that you can do this, that action is the key in taking the place. All of those, I want you to understand, comes from my heart of, this is my heart. This is, I truly don't know that if you would take a chance, if you would just put aside those worries, those fears, the failure, the fears, the excuses, the things that are easy to put up in front of you so that you can't move forward. Like, it's so much easier to say, I don't have the money, than it is, let me see what I could do to make money. Or, I'm not good at talking at this, or I'm not a morning person, or I could never do this, or I'm too busy. Like, we can come up with excuse after excuse after excuse. And I really do think sometimes we have legitimate things that are going on. I'm not saying that, we are going through seasons where things are rough. Like, we don't have much money to our name, or we just have been through a lot of struggles, a lot of things have come at us all at once, and life can be overwhelming at times. But I think it's really how we choose to look at it. One of my strengths, my top number 10, which is not real high, is positivity, which kind of surprised me because I felt like I always kind of looked at things more of that negative side. But I think it's more of like when it's affecting me, not when it's affecting other people. And I think that the more that I've changed and grown and learned, the more that I am learning how to look at things as possibilities, as excitement, about what joy this can bring to me, what change this might bring to me. So I'm in the middle of I started the 75 hard challenge. I've been putting this off. Why? Because I thought I was too busy. Or, I don't want to do a second workout. Or I live in Northwest Ohio and 75% of the year it's cold and wet and rainy or snowy or freezing or windy and all those things, right? But I thought that's kind of an excuse, right? It's something, well, will I make it all 75 days without messing up? I don't know, but I'm not going to worry about the what ifs that are coming in front of me, but just take each day at a time. And so this morning I woke up and I saw the rain and I thought, okay, at some point today, if it doesn't stop raining, you go outside and do your workout. And fortunately the sun came out today, so I've done that, and I probably should be sitting on this bench so long because the storms will come back and I might get rained on, but that's okay too. So I don't know. My point of all of this is just saying, just tap into what it is that you really want to create in your life, and really, really evaluate if the reasons that you say you cannot do that, the reason you can't start a new job, the reason you can't leave a job that you hate, the reason that you can't start a health plan that you want to, or the reason you can't go on the trip that you want to do, or the way you want want to serve in a place or open something to help other people, what are the reasons and what are the things that are getting in front of you? Are those legitimate reasons why you cannot move forward? Or is it just your fear? Is it just the excuses? Because it's a lot easier to say, oh, I can't do that because blah, blah, blah. But 20, 60, 80 years from now, depending on your age, you're still there. I think one of Laura Casey talks about it being 80 some years old, and like, what would your 80 something year old self say? They'd say, take the risk, do it, move forward, take that trip, start that job, help those people, invest in yourself, find a way to live your best life, right? So that's my encouragement to you today. I wasn't expecting to go this long, and I should have just done this as a live, and I did it as a video. So I don't know if I will turn this into a live or just share the video. But I just wanted to share my heart, and it's still with me, so you might not even hear any of this, but maybe it's what I needed to talk through. Okay, I hope you have a great day. Thank you for listening to me and supporting me, and please reach out. I always say that, but reach out, send me a message, send me a DM, whatever it is.